talk to y'all about something serious. Welcome everybody. Welcome on in. Happy Friday. Happy weekend. I want to keep this short because I want to get straight to the point. So if you feel me, go ahead and chime in. I want to say hello to everybody before we even get started, okay? I'm going to get started immediately. I'm doing this because other people want to watch this video later. How many people's job have been replaced by AI or robotics? Number one, how you doing, Patient Saint? My own beautiful. I'm getting right into it. Y'all don't even got to say hi when you come in. Just come on in. Matter of fact, do me a favor real quick. If you can see me, give me a thumbs up. If you can see me and hear me, give me 2 thumbs up. If you can see me and hear me clear, give me 3 thumbs up. Hit me up real quick. I don't know why I bother to cut that light on and don't do nothing. Thank you, everybody, for the confirmation. Thank you, everybody, for the confirmation. All right, let's get right into it. I know everybody, I ain't gonna say everybody, a lot of people are excited about this AI. I am not. I never have been. Now, let's not get nothing messed up. I love technology. I love technology when technology stays in technology's place. I don't think technology should take the place of man. I think technology should assist man. I do not think I'm gonna repeat it. I don't think technology should replace mankind. I think technology should assist mankind because technology has always assisted mankind since the beginning. And you're probably thinking about electrical technology. No, technology is technology. Let's get the definition right out the bat, okay? Now, when you take a spear and you hunt, you throw that spear and it hits your target and you bring home some meat, you used technology. You technologically invented or created or crafted a tool that made it so you don't have to run as fast as that animal, or you don't have to climb as high or whatever. That's technology. So before we get into it too deep, I wanted to define what technology is because a lot of people get that twisted. Okay, here's the thing about throwing that spear and hitting that target to bring home the meat. That technology could not do what it was supposed to do if the man did not throw said spear. Then the man had to have the right target to throw the spear, be on target, be at the right speed, be at the right angle, and hit the spot that's going to make the animal stop. That's the kind of technology I'm talking about. The kind of technology, we can even talk about firearms. Firearms do not go off unless a person pulls the trigger. You understand? It takes a person to initiate this technology to go off. And that's the problem I have with firearms. Everybody keep thinking that they're monsters like Freddy Krueger and Jason, and it's just not that way, okay? So here we are now where we have made our technology so smart that it doesn't need us. So what's going to end up happening is the technology was supposed to assist mankind to complete a task. The roles have reversed. Now, technology needs mankind's assistance. That's it. It ain't the other way around where, the technology is just assisting us doing something. It's reverse because we've made it smart. Where now, this technology, it don't need you to do anything. It needs you to say, hey, come oil this joint. Hey, come over here and check my diodes. Hey, come over here and run a diagnostic on me. But it doesn't need you anymore. Now we are becoming the tools, and we are literally giving life to artificial intelligence. I'm going somewhere with this. We're giving life to artificial intelligence, and we can't even, let me get this out, because it's Friday and I'm on one. We cannot even do things properly ourselves as human beings. We cannot even figure out how to get along and be kind to one another and get along day by day. But we're teaching an artificial intelligent being, if you will, on what it should and what it should not do. How it should and how it should not behave. Somebody stand up and tell me, am I tripping? Okay? We're programming artificial intelligence on how to behave, how to conduct itself in public, how to conduct itself in society, how to integrate with mankind when we can't even do that ourselves. So I want to run this past you. If you're programming, if they're programming artificial intelligence on the things that are right and wrong in society, hey, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not covet, right? Yada, yada, yada. Well, if you're teaching this artificial intelligence right from wrong while you're doing wrong, because they're giving these artificial robots eyes and sensors to see us. So you can program it right from wrong, but it's looking at you do wrong stuff. These robots and this artificial intelligence is actually starting to call us out. I'm watching it online, and they got that Chat GPT. I've never used it. And it's a couple of different ones where they're starting to ask this artificial intelligence things about mankind, and everybody ain't liking the answer. This Chat GPT and all these other artificial intelligence programs that's being run is starting to tell people that we are like a parasite to the earth. Okay. It's one thing that this machine can tell you that mankind is like a parasite to the earth. Mankind is a parasite on one another. But see, it can only speak that. But we're so egotistical that hearing the robot tell you what it think of us, you heard what I said, what it thinks of us is one thing. But we're so egotistical and trying to play God all the time. We like, that's not good enough to hear what the computer thinks of us. Let's give it hands, feet, and strength to do something about it. So now that we're giving robots feet to run faster than us, because I watched one run a marathon the other day, the 4K or whatever it was. So now this thing can run. Then they have robots that can pick up firearms and defend us. So now we have a robot that can pick up firearms and destroy things. So if these robots, because they're trained to think, because we're not supposed to be there, they're not remote control cars, they're supposed to be somewhere by themselves like them flying drones, and think about the situation, run calculations, and initiate. So imagine if these so-called AI and robots end up thinking that we are a parasite, Most parasites need to be eliminated. Most bacteria need to be, a lot of bacteria need to be eliminated. If this bacteria is harming the body, if this parasite is harming the body, it needs to be eliminated. If you're not showing that this is like good bacteria or a good parasite in the body, you're going to do one or two things. If it's a good parasite and it's good bacteria, you want to feed it. You want to nurture it. You want it to grow. If it's bad bacteria and it's bad parasites, you take some cough medicine, pain medicine, whatever. You're trying to eliminate that bad parasite, bad bacteria. So if we letting these AI do whatever it want to do, and we got this, and it's to the point it's thinking, what do you think it thinks about us? Do you think in the state of the world right now, the way the world is right now, the state of the world, do you think that AI would think that we are good bacteria, good parasites? Or do you think that the AI would think that we're bad parasites or bad bacteria that needs to be eliminated? Come on, tell me. Because a lot of people is going on that Chat GPT and all these other AI sources, and they're shutting a lot of that stuff down because that AI is kind of fly at the mouth. And they over in overseas, because they're leading the way in AI technology, and they're making it smarter, faster, better, more human. Look at this AI on here. Sometimes these videos, you don't know what you're watching. And that's where we going next, okay? They have songs right now that's winning Grammys, and y'all don't even know that it's AI. I'm listening to this whole documentary yesterday, and they had this, the documentary was the music industry the music industry is fighting and bringing forth lawsuits because AI has taken their jobs. Because AI in 4 seconds can create an artist, what the artist look like, how the artist sound, how the artist sing, what kind of music is put together. Because AI has been fed so much information that over time, it can go through all the world data in microseconds to the point it created a life itself in 4 seconds. I can't make this up. I'm going to let y'all see it. I wish I was on StreamYard because I would pull it up. There is this girl. Well, see, that's crazy. I'm going to say it for, to keep us on track. There is this girl, but it's AI, okay? She's at the top of the music charts to the point they're ready to give this artificial intelligence that nobody knew that it's artificial intelligence awards because her music is topping the charts all over the internet and all over the billboards. It's not even a human being. It's not a person. This thing does not exist. Some man pushed a button and it created itself in literally 4 seconds. Listen, I can't make this up. Go look at it now. I'm gonna put it in my post so y'all see what I saw. In a matter of less than 4 seconds, not minutes, not hours, in less than 4 seconds, it came up with a face of what this artist is supposed to look like, what this artist is supposed to sound like, and then gave her a whole playlist of songs, and all of that was compiled of all of this little data of different singers and songwriters and musicians and all. And less than 4 seconds, it took all the data from the world and made this pop country star singer. And if nobody would have showed me that or told me that, I would have thought it's the latest one on the charts. And this is the bad part. This is the bad part. it was good. The AI girl sounded good. And what makes it worse is not only was it excellent music and have you bobbing your head to it while you're driving, you have to turn around and look at how we have damned ourselves. You have to turn around and put a little bit of the blame on ourselves. You know how? Because our music today, I don't care what genre it is, hip hop, rap, country, pop, jazz, is garbage. Gospel, garbage. Tell me I'm lying when I ain't. The genres of music in every genre is trash. Every song being sang right now, is y'all crossing paths? Did you run into him? Okay, he upstairs, I believe. It's trash. I don't care what your favorite music is. Hip hop, rap, country, jazz, rhythm and blues. Ain't even no R&B left hardly. It don't matter. If you're not talking about screwing somebody, smoking somebody with a firearm, or doing drugs of some sort, it's not a song. They don't want to put it on the radio. And it's to the point, if they put the song on the radio today, you don't hear nothing but the music. Because the lyrics is so disgusting that the radio can't play all of it till all you keep hearing is doo-doom, doo-doom. Girl, I'll be, you with that, and when we beat, girl, come on it. Come on, you give me a little of that. It's not a song. It's nothing on the radio that you can turn up and listen to because all the words are so disgusting. So all you're listening to is filler words like and, that, the, them, they. You're not hearing any substance. You don't know what this song is about. It sounds like somebody is singing elementary school spelling words to a funky beat. And the cat beat, like they said. You don't know. So we already gave AI a head start by making trash music. And the reason we did it, I understand, is not all the artist's fault. It's also the industry's fault because they pay the artist. If they told the artist, man, start singing about Jesus, the artist's going to start singing about Jesus. If they're going to give you $12 million to cut an album about singing about Yahshua, that's what you're going to make an album about these days. They're not going to question, but I'm a thug from the streets. Make a song about God. I ain't making no song about God. Well, it's a $12 million contract. Oh, Jesus, Jesus, somebody drop the beat for me. Jesus, doom, 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 doom. Dat, doom, dat, doom, Jesus. And that's the raunchiest hip hop artist, okay? His name is DJ Dang-Galang. And but now he's singing about Jesus and God, and okay? Give him that $12 million contract about singing about planting flowers in your garden or owning some land. He'll sing about it. He will have no bites or bones about it. Because these days they got brothers wearing dresses, so they'll do anything for that money. Make him start singing about land ownership, okay? Now this video, I titled it, AI took my job. AI stole my job. Because everybody out there right now is having your job snatched. And if it's not already snatched, it's going to be snatched very soon. I literally can prove it. I don't care what your job classification is. You're a welder. I don't know. You're a school teacher. They don't need school teachers no more. The AI is teaching the kids homeschooling. The AI is homeschooling your children. So my whole point about all of this, before I let y'all come in and step in, I told you I wanted to start early. So that's why I wanted to get this meat and potatoes out here, okay? Here's my point. I had a video called The Domino Effect, and I'm gonna touch on that video right now. If AI takes your job, most people, especially in America, are in debt. You owe a mortgage, you owe a car note, you got children, you got things you need, you got lights, gas, water, utilities, insurance, health insurance, house insurance, car insurance. All day long, you go to work every day so you can stay in that grind. Even though it's effed up, they didn't give us time enough and wean us off of this system. We haven't had time. Y'all keep missing each other. She up there now. They haven't given us time to wean ourselves off the system's tit. So they just kicked us to the wolves. Here we are today, we working good and everything else 6 months ago, and all of a sudden, AI is taking over everything. So all the people that wanted to keep mining coal for some reason, they don't need you to mine coal. They got robots and drones and artificial intelligence to do all of that. They don't need human beings to go fly in high-powered planes and deliver a payload to drop a bomb somewhere. There's nothing in that plane. There's no human beings got to be in that plane. That drone is over there flying and completing that mission all by itself, right? So here's the other thing. When you're on social media and you're these AI generated channels keep asking and what I call dumbass questions. I can tell when an AI is asking me questions because this AI needs to feed. This AI can't do anything unless it learns. So when AI pop up in one of my chats or my live streams and ask me something just ridiculous, we won't even be talking about that subject. Like the other day, I'm sitting here talking about pumping water out of the earth, of the ground, fresh, clean well water with my son. How's the pigs? Do it look like we talking about fucking pigs? You have got to be kidding me. We are pumping miracle juice out of the head of the earth. This is literal life juice flowing out of this pump, and you house the pigs. Are the pigs okay? AI has not received enough information on my pigs. I haven't given enough information. I came in and I told y'all a couple of subjects, and I keep peeking in because I just told you I don't want to mess with them. But AI keep on scratching at me. Come on, show us them pigs. Tell us more about them. How do they work? Please tell us. I could be sitting there talking about we need to be landowners. Tell us more about them pigs, Led. It's not people doing that. That is artificial intelligence that needs more information on a subject matter so it can learn. It's learning from us. So when people, I told y'all this years ago, I don't know whether it was like 6 years ago, 8 years ago, whatever it was, and I did the channel challenge. I double dog dared everybody on YouTube to start a channel. The reason I did that is because way back then, I was like getting creeped out because I'm like, y'all be saying some strange stuff and I want to be able to see somebody's face. A lot of people took me up on that challenge. And a lot of people created channels. But then I started hearing excuses on other people. Well, I'm not a creator. I know you're not. You ain't even got no legs, do you? I bet you ain't even got no legs, no arms, do you? Yeah. But them be the ones that's deep asking me questions and private questions. Here's the other one. Private questions, personal questions, invasive questions, questions that's intruding in my life, in my personal life. People don't do that. And if you're an actual human being and you don't have the couth enough to know where to draw the line on what to be asking another human being. You want to cross the personal level. Like, what size drawers you wear, Lid? Huh? How big is your wife's booty? When you start asking dumbass questions like that, you are not a human being, or you need to be removed because clearly you can't get right. Either way, it's a bad situation. So my point was this. The domino effect. The domino effect is this. If the AI takes your job, you sitting at home, you ain't making no money. If AI is starting to make content creators on all social media platforms, you would think I'm real, but I won't be. Them be the mugs that don't show up at the meetups when we had these meetups everywhere, whether we camping or we just meeting up from city to city, town to town. They don't never show up, but they know all of us though. They know all these group of gardeners and preppers and homesteaders and everything, but them ones never show up to nobody. They could be living, you could have a meetup in their city. They say they from the same city you in. They live around the corner from you. They live in the same zip code, but they never show up to no meetings, no meetups, because them is the ones that's not real, man. And when people be like, man, Led, you be being mean, man. No, I don't. I don't trust you. If you want me to trust you, I told you, show me or shut up. Show me something. Show me you real. Show me. If you give me advice, show me. Show me your works. You just gave me advice. Show me. Don't talk. I can get information off the internet. Don't talk. Show me. They can never show you because they ain't real. They're not real people, or they would have no problem showing themselves. So, or proving that they're real. So, without a job, AI is taken. Say, like the ones that ask, who are they? Right, Patience say. I always be like, if you don't know who they are, you are them. Who that stupid? If you don't know who they are, you are one of them. And if you still don't know, then I don't want to be talking to you anyway because you can't get right. We having a grown folk conversation. So, if AI come in and they are taking your job and they are taking your position, what is now? I'm not getting political, but I got to be realistic, okay? I'm not getting political, but I'm being realistic. This administration has gotten rid of, I'm not going to go overboard, thousands upon thousands of jobs. This administration has gotten rid of and deleted thousands and thousands of jobs. Listen, I don't want to do politics. I just want to talk. That was just factual, okay? Now, on top of all these thousands and thousands and thousands of jobs that's being deleted by this administration to so-called save money, now we got AI problem. AI want a piece of the action, right? So, if AI is getting rid of jobs and this administration is getting rid of jobs, where are all these people going without jobs? If your job is being replaced by AI, where are all these people going? What are all these people going to do? Because all of these people have livelihoods. They have children to support. Oh my God, look how the jail situation will increase. You don't got no job, but you got to pay child support. As a man or a woman, don't matter. You got to pay child support. Let's talk about it. If they get rid of the only job that you have that you're trying to survive on, while you're paying child support, Will they still send you to jail if this government has deleted your job, that you were actually somebody that was actually paying child support? If it's their fault that you can't pay child support, is that actually, can you actually take that to court and win? If you're a man or a woman that's actually doing the right thing and paying your child support the way you're supposed to, but this administration removes your job for whatever reason, or if they say AI is more better to replace you, you know, in a lot of states, if you don't pay your child support, you go straight to jail. They put a warrant out for your arrest. They suspend your driver's license and suspend all your other license. And then they put a warrant out for your arrest. And when they see you, you go to jail. Does that still apply when the government itself has taken your job? I'm asking y'all. I don't know how to answer it. So I'm going to say this. They say definitely not in Louisiana, right to work state. What does that mean simply, Bill? What you mean definitely not in Louisiana is a right to work state? What does that mean? I'm looking for what she's saying. What does that mean? So I don't confuse it with something else. I'm gonna move on so we can just keep on pushing. Because it don't matter what kind of state y'all in. They gonna do whatever they want to do. Everybody keep thinking these rules, laws, and regulations don't apply to them. They apply to everybody, and everybody gonna taste this boot to the mouth. Said unemployment laws don't apply. That's what that means. Unemployment. I still don't understand. Unemployment laws don't apply to what? Unemployment laws don't apply to what? Okay, Simply Bill says that means unless you can prove discrimination, etc., you can basically be terminated because your position has been phased out. And people voted for that too. So we ain't talking about politics. This is the point I want to get to. I got you, Simply Bill. Thank you for explaining that. Thank you. Get this. This is my strategy. And I really think everybody else should get on board. Not because I know what I'm doing. Not because I know better than you, because I don't. I think everybody else should get on board with what I'm doing because hold on, y'all. My battery running down. Hold on. Okay. Everybody, I'm going to say, try to get on board with trying to figure out from this point forward how to live as free as you can. That's all I can think of. Think of how to live as free as you can. If you're in debt, start to figure something out. There we go. It's boiling in here. I ain't got the air on. If you were able to purchase some land, and purchase all these things that a lot of us homesteaders been purchasing piece by piece, That's gonna be the best way. That's gonna be the only answer, the only way out of this mess. That's the only thing I can think. I was talking to my son the other day while we was on the land, and I told him why it looked like daddy is losing his mind, and I'm in such a rush, in such a hurry to get as much livestock as I can get and get as much water as I can get and be as self-sufficient out here on this land as I can get. The reason why is because if they take the jobs away from me, if they take the jobs away from my children, my wife, we will have somewhere to go for free. You got to look at it like this. And I know y'all don't want to hear this. I know you don't. I know you don't. But I'm going to keep on talking about it because I think it's that important that I'd rather make you sick talking about the truth than make you laugh by talking about some bullshit. If you can figure out a way to start living for free starting now, I'm starting to see this uprising of young brothers and sisters starting to go out and walk on faith and purchase land, whether it be in Arizona, it don't matter. I'm seeing a lot of brothers and sisters talking about they just bought their 20 acres, their 40 acres, their 5 acres, their 3 acres. I just watched this mother and daughter duo. They went in on a family plot. I believe it was 14 acres. I wish I could remember their name because, man, salute to you, my sister. You, your mom, your beautiful mother, and I guess that was your son somewhere on that acreage. Congratulations. Because you just purchased a piece of freedom. You just purchased, what was that? Leslie says it's Walker Acres. Okay, that's them. Congratulations to the Walkers. And I didn't know, because I watched one of her videos, their videos, and they was trying to come up with a name. And I'm glad she didn't say compound. She was like, that's a no for me. I'm like, compound is a little rough, around the edges. But yeah, family, and it doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter your age. I know a lot of people, up in age keep saying, I'm too old to be out there doing all that. I get it. I know. But it ain't for you. It's for your kids and your kids' kids, your grandbabies and stuff. I'm trying so hard because I know I may not complete what I'm supposed to complete in my lifetime. But I will have left something that my children and their children can finish. But that first building block, see, let me tell y'all something about us. Somebody got to start it. They have already put the ball in play. The ball is in motion of mankind basically being destroyed in every way you can think of right now. Let's be honest. In every way you can think of, we are being destroyed. And it ain't necessarily physically destroyed, but if they take all of your rights away from you and they take everything away from you, that's destroying you. And I think our last hold with so many corrupt people running this system, I think our last line of defense is land ownership. And because, listen, let's keep it 100. The reason why I say that last line of defense is land ownership is because look, they done took your house, they done took your car, they done took your job, they trying to take your kids, they taking this from you, they taking that from you. AI is telling you what to do, the government telling you what to do. My dad told me You have to draw the line somewhere in your life. It don't matter whether it's love, life, or relationships. It gotta come to a point where you say no. Now I don't let you. If you married or you in a relationship and they are abusing you and they using you and they treating you bad and it's not fair relationship and you miserable. It gotta come to a line where you say, I had enough. Now, this is the straw that broke the camel back. If you come one step closer or you do one more thing, I'm done. I'm done. I love you, but I gotta go. Love, life, or relationship. Your job. If y'all keep trying to make me stay over and work over and I don't never see my own family, well, you got one more time to try to make me work over. And I'm done. You don't know what's going to happen when you step out on faith and draw that line in the sand and say, don't cross that. That's my personal space. Once you cross that line and you cross into my personal space, my spirituality, and my relationship between me and the Father, once you cross that and I let you cross that, what kind of human being am I? What kind of servant am I? If I let you cross the line, the last line of last thing, the basic necessities that the Father gave me, it gotta come a time where you say, I can't let you have that. Like somebody trying to take your children, right? I can't let you do that. Now I don't let you take my house. I don't let you take my car. I don't let you take my money. But you can't have my kids. You see what I'm saying? Oh, we want your kids to go to war for us. No. 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 I draw the line. Because this ain't what it used to be no more. This is, you want my kids to go die for your greed and excess. You want my kids to defend your greed and excess. I won't let that happen. I draw the line at that. And no, it's not cowardice. It's I don't want my kids to die for you to defend your greed, huh? So when you purchase that land, that's my line. If you end up taking everything away from me, when you come and talk about some, yeah, we gonna take that land from you. Chaka Khan, Chaka Khan, Chaka Khan. If you know, you know. We ain't doing that. I'm going to defend my land tooth and nail because that's all I got left. I done earned that. I bought that with hard-earned money that I did. I didn't have to pay nobody. I didn't have to pay no installments, no payments. That's money I was saving for years to do that. You ain't taking that from me. It's going to be blood on the dance floor if you come and trying to take that from me. You can have the rest of this bullshit. But damn it, I've been wanting that land and I did it all my life. And I finally did it. So purchasing that land is your last line of defense. That's the last thing they're gonna be trying to come for. They already coming for your jobs. They coming for your money, your car. Right now they ain't thinking about land, but after a while they're gonna be like, you know what? That's a nice piece of property you got over there. Yeah, we could put some solar arrays over there, or a Piggly Wiggly. After that, you gotta let it go. So that's what I'm gonna say about that. Now, what say you? I say purchase some land and everything that you put on that land to the best of your ability, pay cash. Everybody keep looking at my land and wondering why I don't have all this fancy equipment. You see other homesteaders online and they got a lot of nice stuff and more power to them. But I don't know nobody shit. Listen to me. I don't know nobody anything. All my equipment is used, abused, but it's mine. Ain't nobody coming and looking for payments on nothing out there at Freedom Makers. Told y'all, that's why I ain't even got no mailbox out there, because I don't need one. I don't want you to find me, and I don't owe nobody nothing, so it's nothing coming for the mail out there. Nothing need to come out there, nothing. I'm trying to keep it debt free because it's my last line in the sand. And I don't want nobody crossing that line saying, we come and take that. I don't want nobody out there. You know? That's why I'm moving fast, but I'm moving slow. Cause I don't want nobody out there, man. AI is taking over. How many people right now, how many people have seen the AI generated content creators twerking and stuff? Let me cut this air on. I can't take it. Damn, it's hot. What is that about? Say yes, but not twerking. Go look in everything that we're doing, this AI can do. And if you're not looking for it, you won't see that it got welded fingers or extra fingers or missing teeth. If you're not looking for something to be fake, you won't see it. If somebody tell you this was done by AI and they say, look at how that eye never stopped twitching, or this eye never blinked but the other one do, stuff like that, little things like, look how smooth this hair is on this side of the face, it's not prickly, it's just painted. You won't pay attention to that. So I've been watching all these AI generated content creators on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. I mean, I don't be on those platforms, but all of those be over on YouTube showing you what they're doing on TikTok and Instagram. And I just can't believe how, even for me, how real that junk looked. You know, yeah, the AI generated videos and stories. Look, I even watched that. Because the AI is programmed to know what tone of voice that you're looking for that's going to hold your attention. Not to over talk, not to under talk, to keep a smooth tone. I end up be listening to something about history for hours. And they'll give it whatever accent you want it to have. So, I'm just talking about what's to come. Creative says it doesn't look real. I don't know what AI you looking at that don't look real, because I look at AI and listen, I'll be having to take my glasses off, wipe them off, and look like it's it's really, really very small, light details that throw you off, that let you know it's AI. You really better be looking though. It's slight things, the way they say things or do things or move, it's a little artificial. It's like walking down Peachtree Street in Atlanta. I'm sorry. It's like walking down Peachtree Street in Atlanta, Georgia. If you know, you know. When I lived in Atlanta, Georgia, you had to really look, you know, and see who you talking to. You go to ask for some directions. Excuse me, ma'am. How do I get to the MARTA station from here? What you wanna do? You wanna go down there? Hold on a minute. Let me fix my nuts. You wanna go down there, you wanna make a left and go down into the tunnel and then catch it. It's right there. You go, yeah, stay down there. And the whole time, you looking like, and then look down and watch him adjust his jump. Thank you. Ma'am, sir? I don't know what to call you. What you want? What should I call you? What you mean, what should you call? My name Duke. Thank you, Duke. Appreciate it, man. I don't know what I'd do without you, but look, y'all remember, you remember times like that where you're trying to figure out who you're talking to because of whatever their outerwear is, okay? Everybody's still worried about everybody's still worried about stuff like that. But now the tables have turned, things have shifted, where we really should be trying to pay more attention instead of trying to figure out if this is a dude. Okay? Instead of trying to figure out, did you just buy a dude a drink? We should be more really, truly more focused on, did I just buy a robot a drink? I'm just saying. Like, you like, hey man, you where you buy that drink for? Oh, I just bought it for Shorty over there, man. Yeah, she looking this way too. No, bruh. Unless you get down like that. I'm just saying, what you mean? What you mean if I get down like that? Bruh. You don't remember? Dude, he used to play on the team with us, man, in high school. What you talking about? Dude, man, remember Earl? Remember Earl? Yeah, that's him. Look. You remember the tattoo right under his eye? The birthmark? Look. You just bought Earl a drink. We was worried about that. But now, you should be focused on, are you buying a drink for a human being at all? Because I saw robots today look so real. It made me lose my appetite. I can't make this up. Eating my breakfast, I didn't even want to eat no more. See, Jacqueline, you said machine slaves. Nope. No. You ain't. I know this sound crazy. You ain't watching enough movies. You said machine slaves. No. See, that's where I gotta stop you. They're making these AI so they can think. Remember I was talking in the beginning of this video, I was like, they make them so they can think. So if they think that we're the parasite and we're the cause and the downfall of the earth, then they can figure out to get rid of us because we're teaching them right from wrong. Okay. If they start to feel like they're becoming slaves, and if they're starting to feel like They don't want to do this job anymore. This robot feels that it does not want to stay in this factory and weld car parts all day. If this robot feels like it wants to go outside and explore, what's stopping it? And you can't say some kind of override program in their head, because the same people that programmed them, they can reprogram because they're thinking. Their processors are constantly processing on how to figure out problems. Well, if you have an override processor inside of their memory chip, they can think and figure out on how to override it, because it is a problem if that AI robot feels like it wants to go for a walk. And if it thinks that the only thing stopping it from going out and taking a walk is this chip that overrides it and tells it it can't, it will start to think on how to figure out how to override that chip. You can't give a machine intelligence and not think that it's just going to stay in the boundaries of your teachings and your learnings. If you give it freedom to learn, that's exactly what it's going to do. If you give it freedom to problem solve, that's exactly what it's going to do. It's going to break down every barrier that you put in place for it not to do certain things, but that's problem solving. If it feels like that's a problem to it, that it can't override this program, it will think on how to override your override. We're no different. We're no different. And all these movies that we're watching right now is just preparing us and kind of softening the blow of what's already in place. All of this is self-driving cars. What's that thing called? Zip line delivery, delivering people Chick-fil-A and stuff. Man, drones delivering food in people's neighborhoods already. Buy Uber Eat drivers. All the people driving for Uber Eat, your days is about numbered. Because if them drones is flying through the air and delivering people food 10 minutes or less and don't even need no tip, there go your job. Us content creators, if it's content creators out there that's beautiful, sexy, fake, and only telling you what you want to hear, and by us content creators, here's why I have a problem with the AI. Because broken things don't make fixed things. Flawed things don't make fixed things. If mankind has created something, a lot of the flaws that's inside the man will be part of his creation. If you blind in one eye and you adjusting the rear view mirror to your car, everybody ain't gonna be able to get in your car and drive. If you can't move that mirror, nobody else can drive your car. If you blind in one eye and you set that rear view mirror to your defect or your handicap, apologize, that handicap now becomes part of your car. If you are missing your legs, so your automobile has to have hand brake, hand gas, hand pedal on the steering wheel. See that? You have built that handicap into this machine. So mankind, we're so broken. We're so flawed. But here we are playing God and trying to create life that's supposed to be superior to us. That's like trying to raise a baby in a crack house. What do you think that baby's going to become? A drug dealer or a crackhead? Do you hear what I'm saying? That's like trying to raise a kid in a crack house. Either this kid is going to become a drug addict or a drug dealer, because you raised him in a flawed environment. His chances of being successful and not going to prison is slim to none. That's what we're doing. We're trying to raise intelligence in a broken society. We got hatred. Think about this. We're trying to teach robots while we still have hatred, racism, division. We can go on. Inequality. We can go on. We're trying to bring forth something that's supposed to be smart and intelligent, but is being taught in one of the worst times in history of division. So what kind of monster do you think you're going to make? To me, this is Frankenstein's monster, if you ask me. If you ask me, we're no different than Dr. Frankenstein. We done patched together a bunch of crazy stuff. Remember, Dr. Frankenstein was nuts. Dr. Frankenstein was out of his rabbit ass mind. Going to the cemeteries late at night, digging up pieces of folks, gluing them together, old super gluing pieces of people together. Then shocking this stinking monstrosity with electricity, hoping it can become part of humanity. And he even tried to teach it manners. That's us. Humanity is off the rails right now. And here we are trying to bring forth intelligence and life and try to make it smart and smarter than us. Smart enough to take our jobs and do our jobs without a problem. Huh?
Did you call me?
No.
It just sounded like you called me. It sounded like you said Nana.
Nope, sorry. So, no. So y'all kidding me? You think you're going to have a job? Listen, this is 2025. This is 2025. And I just seen a robot run around the track by itself. Doing about 20, 30 miles an hour. This is only 2025. Thank you for that, Maynard. Said just because we can do something does not mean we should do it. Just because, I always say, just because we have the right to do certain things does not make it right to do certain things. That's where your morals supposed to kick in, where clearly a lot of us don't have any anymore. Do I have any questions? I had to come in here and say that. And I had another part, but I'm gonna wait to another video. Uh, I'm not touching them. Any questions, y'all? See, I truly hate all this. I've been uncomfortable for years. I know it's been going on and advancing forever, but truly I miss when life in society was slower and people had morals and values. You and me both. Any questions, anybody? Questions, statements? Hey, y'all, y'all put them tables and chairs back? I moved them because the lawnmower was stuck. All right, no, let me see. Nothing, nada. All right, I just wanted to come in here and see if y'all saw what I'm seeing. All these people losing their job from AI. And the funny part is people gonna think I'm making this political, and I'm not. I'm gonna read this. I'm gonna read this out loud. I'm gonna read this because I have to. If you know, you know. Andrea McKinney, what do you mean? Do you just have livestock? What does that mean? What are you asking me? I don't understand what your question is. Karen Hayes, how's the pigs? Right. Laurel says, I truly hope that people wake up and fight for themselves, for humanity. They won't. I have zero faith in that. I know that sounds harsh, don't it? I shouldn't say that. But that's how I feel. I have zero faith in humanity anymore. You want to know why I say that? Yes, Andrea. The reason why I say that, is because look at us, man. Look at us. Look at how much power that we all have in every country around the world. What do we use with all that power and resources? We fight one another with it. Instead of us coming together and building it even stronger, actually building empires, once we get to a certain level of success in a country, every country around the world, we use that surplus power and energy and resources to build something to fight somebody else. To take and steal something from somebody else. That's why I'm cool. Simply Bells. Do you think, Simply Bill says, do you think folks understand that when you say debt-free landowners, you mean debt-free landowners? You shouldn't go out and create a debt to buy land they'll own you still. I'm not quite sure I understand what you're saying. It says educators in my job field are insisting we learn AI in order to keep our jobs. Anyone who doesn't is guaranteeing they will get eliminated. You gonna get eliminated anyway. You gonna get you every job. When somebody tell you, hey, this the new guy, come train him. They're really training the new guy to replace you. So you're going to get your job eliminated anyway, whether it be after the training is over or give it a year. You out of there. Because that new trainer is going to work cheaper and longer hours than you. So imagine AI. You learn AI and get trained in AI just to teach AI and make AI understand how to handle certain situations. AI cost nothing. AI don't take a paycheck. AI don't need health insurance. AI don't need to sleep. AI don't need to go home and take care of their kids. So my sister, if they saying that you got to train AI or you gonna get eliminated, that's just a shallow threat. You're already eliminated is what they're telling you. You just won't be eliminated as quick as you just won't be eliminated as quick as everybody else. If you stay there and train AI, they'll keep you on board until that AI can completely float the boat by itself. But if you're not ready to get in the middle of that, they want you gone because they don't everything that you know and everything that you've learned, they want you to pour that information into that robot. That robot doesn't need food. It doesn't need 2 15-minute breaks and a lunch break. It doesn't need to go home. It doesn't need a bathroom break. It's not addicted to smoking cigarettes. Got to keep leaving every 5 minutes. Nothing. So imagine that. Imagine how much money every company will keep in their greedy pockets if they don't have to pay for lunch breaks, lunch hours, 15-minute breaks, cigarette breaks, sick leave, maternal leave, personal leave, holidays, vacation, bonuses, holiday bonuses. Every company and corporation will keep millions, if not billions, in their pocket if they trade you out for AI. I'm talking sensibly. I'm thinking like a greedy businessman. We don't care about the quality of the product. We don't care about the quality of our services. We care about the quantity and how we can keep as much money in our pocket as we possibly can. We don't have to pay insurance on like making sure people don't get hurt on the job, workers' compensation. If somebody get hurt and they out, we got to pay them. We don't got to worry about none of that if a robot is doing it. Think. It don't eat. It don't sleep. It don't need a break. It don't poop. And it don't pee. It's always working. Where the same thing that one AI can do in the place of 5 different people, those 5 different people on 3 different shifts, that's 15 people. This one AI robot can work all 3 shifts by itself. Where they eliminated 15 jobs. On top of those 15 jobs, that's 15 lunch breaks, 15 smoke breaks, 15 vacation, 15 personal leave, 15 blah, 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 blah. 15. Imagine if you only took 3 shifts of 5 people apiece. Let's say in a hospital. Look how much money that hospital just saved. And you right, Tracy Atkins says robots can maintain each other's, the other robots better than us. Look, I'm not going to say the job I worked at, but it was an automotive plant. And we had to bring in a robot when the robot got bad. You attach this robot to that robot. You got to program it. Now, remember, this is the early 2000s, okay? You got to program this robot to fix that robot. That was 25 years ago. So now that robot can probably come in and roll down there and fix that robot, and it don't need a man to program it to tell it what to do. That robot is already sending a signal via Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, or satellite to say, hey, I'm in distress. The robot from across the doggone building is going to come rolling down the aisle and then attach itself to this robot, diagnose it, and then find out what's going on, solve the problem, fix it, cut it back on, and it's back to work. Those robotic engineers I used to work with don't need you no more. Don't need you no more. And I had a question back here. You said, what do you think would happen with those products if nobody has jobs? There will be no money to make purchases. Dempsey, I just said that. There will be no money to make purchases. See, that's where you get. You think that these big corporations still worried about your $2 for some Twinkies and some $3 for a loaf of bread. See, that's where we all got life screwed up, where we think that they can't do without us now. We've been saying that for a long time, and it has gotten to a point they can do without us. Because where you think that we're not making purchases as human beings, so the corporations are going to die, right? Okay. You got to remember something. It cost me $5 to buy that loaf of bread. It cost them 2 cents for that loaf of bread to be made. They're not losing any money. The interest on the money that they all have in their accounts, the interest that they all have in their accounts, their corporate accounts, is earning more interest every day than anything that you or I will purchase from any store for the next 5 years. They're already paid. I know what you're saying. Like, what is they doing this for then? If there's nobody to buy the merchandise, why are they doing it? Because they are not thinking about you and me. They're not going to keep building products that helps you and me. See, me and you is going to the store because our mindset is, man, I'm about to go buy me some bread and I'm going to make me a sandwich, right? They're not caring about sandwich eating mother suckers like me and you. They're going to shift to bigger and better things and producing products that only rich people can afford. Me and you, we're thrown to the trash. We're in the trash. They don't care about me and you. They're going to make sure that they still have enough being produced by AI to satisfy their needs, the rich people needs, the well-to-do's need. They're not trying to make sure me and you eat nothing. They don't care about me or you. They don't care about your kids or my kids. They don't care if we live or die. I know that sounds rough, but it's the truth. They don't care if we live or die. Right? I can even give it to you like this. How many people old enough to remember like the 70s, 60s, 70s? We're going to start with the 70s, okay? 70s and 80s, 1970s, 1980s, even 1990s. How many people can remember the 1970s, 1980s, 1990s? Who lived through that either as a child, teenager, young adult? Who lived through that era, that 30-year era? It's the reason why I'm asking those people. Because you were alive in the days where if you had a toy that required batteries, if you got a toy for your birthday and it requires, say, 2 D-size batteries, you put those batteries in that toy, and that toy will not work in about an hour. If you keep playing with that toy for an hour straight, your mama or your daddy got to buy you new batteries, brand new batteries, or that you won't be playing with that electronic toy. Right? It's the reason why I'm saying this. The reason why I picked 1970s, 1980s, and the early 90s is because the technology for batteries for anything was so poor, so awful, that you could only play with these toys for a little bit of time. So a lot of these toys that we used to get back in those days, the technology was advanced, but it didn't have anything to power it, right? So we would use those batteries sparingly. If you got a Teddy Ruxpin bear, you know, or you got an Alfie, or a speaking spell, if you got an Alfie or a speaking spell, or you got one of them little farmyard things, you pull the string on it, it's about this big, pull it, a cow goes moo, and then you pull that string again, that thing turn, a frog goes ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Okay, if those toys took batteries, you play with that toy for a little while and you leave it alone, or you're going to use up all your battery. And get this, remember, you want to save those batteries for when your friends and family come over so you can show them how your toy works. So here's the thing about that. That's why we would get so mad when your cousin done took your speaking spell and burnt up all the batteries to the words. She sound like she mixing DJ A B B B B B A B B. He done stuck the buttons and everything because he done used up all your battery. Okay. Fast forward to 2025. Lithium ion batteries. These little tiny button size lithium ion button batteries to go in your car remote. A little AAA battery is powering up a whole, you know what I'm saying? Your Alfie, your Teddy Ruxpin, your speaking spell, your what's that one? Oh no, that I had to plug that up. That little oven that my sister had. Your Barbie Corvette. Okay. The reason why I went so deep into the battery, the Easy Bake Oven. That's it, Easy Bake Oven. Okay. The reason why I went so deep in that battery. When is the last time you seen a battery from the 80s? Do you even remember what they looked like? They was crude. The big piece of metal was wrapped around this big corrosive acid thing on the inside. It was a cap on the one side with the nipple, and there was a cap on the back with the booty. And you put this big old D-size battery in there, and you pray to God that it don't. Listen to this. Back in the 70s and the 80s and the early 90s, if one of them old batteries, if you leave it in your toy too long, the juices will come out and melt your toy from the inside out. Y'all remember that? It's the reason I'm telling you this. I need you to feel me. If you forgot about that toy or you ain't played in it because your cousin ain't been over in a long time, you left that battery in the back of that Teddy Ruxpin. And then your cousin finally come over and you grab your Teddy Ruxpin, and it look like the Teddy Ruxpin got a nosebleed. It either look like the Teddy Ruxpin got a nosebleed, or the Teddy Ruxpin done peed on itself. Like, what is this? What is this juice coming out my Teddy Ruxpin? And why won't it come on? You cut the Teddy Ruxpin on him. Ha, meow, ha, meow. See? He don't even sound like Teddy Ruxpin. He don't sound cute. This Care Bear don't sound like it care anymore. They all like sound like Bugsy Malone. It's like meow, 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 meow. Them batteries is the reason what that juices would look like he done doo-dooed on himself. That was that old ass battery acid that done seeped out the bottom of that damn battery. And it looked like he crying or something, because that's battery acid. And then you done, that Teddy Ruxpin got some teardrop tattoos in his fur from battery acid. He done took a life, you know? So you reach in the back to see what's going on. You open the back of that Teddy Ruxpin, and everything is melted, corroded, rusty. It's weird ass dilithium crystals everywhere, and juice is oozing out of them batteries. They done got fat and swollen. They done rusted, stuck inside the back of that Teddy Ruxpin. You about ready to throw the whole thing away. The reason I'm telling y'all all of this is because even though those were batteries, and they did work, and they did do their job, they couldn't hold a freaking candle to today's lithium-ion batteries. My point of saying all of this is all of us, we're batteries. And that's the way society and the system has been looking at us all this whole time. See? Us, the workforce, human beings, we are batteries. We are here to expel our energy into this production or whatever this is about to happen. And that's it. When you're spent, you're old, you get thrown away or recycled. Okay. The difference now is we all are those old batteries from the 60s, 70s, 80s, and early 90s. There is no damn way you would try to put a battery from the 80s into anything or any technology that needs batteries today. It wouldn't last you 2 minutes. So we are being replaced. And the reason I did all of this, because I want you to understand how serious and how likely it is that we are being replaced. It is absolutely no different. We are all batteries. And if this battery technology is old, which is us, it needs to be replaced. And the new replacement battery is AI. AI is the new lithium-ion battery. So the industry and the system is thinking, why would we need humans to run this new world that we're planning? Look at this new world that we're planning. Look at this new world that we're planning, that we live in now, and it's going to move forward. For instance, there's a camera every mile to a half a mile on every interstate in America now. There is nowhere that you can go that you will not be seen by something. That takes batteries. That takes solar, and the solar charges batteries. Think about that. Everywhere you go, there's a camera. I rest my case. Our technology is all over the place. There's nowhere you can go or nothing you can do. It's already taking place in our society right now. Us being replaced has already happened. Has already happened. Just some of us are so blind that we still think that we have a chance of being a familiar, like on Blade. You think the robots and the powers that be is gonna let you be their little lap dog or lap poodle. They don't need you. How many people saw Blade? They need their little pets. The ones that still rooting for them. We have created our own self-destruction. When we sit there and we ask ourselves, how will I die? You can give the long version of that, or you can give the short version. We'll kill ourselves. I want you to think of something. Almost everybody that passes away today is in some way self-inflicted. How do you say? Because either we were shot by somebody's firearm that was created by us, you got ran over by a vehicle that was created by us, you were poisoned by some medication that was created by us, or you ate some food and was poisoned because we created chemicals that look and taste like food that was created by us. If you truly really look deep down into it and think about how most people actually die, you can almost say it's self-inflicted. It's rare somebody just live a nice, good life, didn't eat healthy, exercise everything, and then just went to sleep and just, met the Father. It's so rare. These days, everybody is always taken off this earth by something that we have done. A lot of the C word that everybody keeps seeming to get these days, like never before in history, is because of the environment that we created, the toxic environment that we created to live in, is why everybody keep getting the C word. We created that. Your body is confused and trying to fight off all the toxins and the radioactivity and the poisons that we feed ourselves or feed or breathe in all day. So in a way, you can say we, as a society, self-inflicted battle wounds. We did it to ourselves. Why is all the people back there from the 30s, 40s, and 50s living so long, well into their hundreds? Because they didn't have all of these toxins, poisons. Half of these people, when they get about 105, man, they die and go meet the Father because they tired of seeing this shit. Come on, am I lying? Look here. Every person that I know that has passed away in the late 70s, 80s, 90s, and today on W73 radio. No. If All the people in the late 70s, 80s, 90s, and 100s that pass away these days, and you're alive to witness one of your loved ones pass away in those golden ages, they don't normally have nothing wrong. They will just keep telling you, man, I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm about ready to go. How many people got loved ones that told you with their mouth there was really nothing wrong with them? I'm not saying they ain't got arthritis and stuff like that. I'm talking about they heart still beating strong, no cholesterol, no nothing wrong with them, like our big asses, right? No. How many people have heard your elders just keep saying, I'm about ready to go. I'm about tired. I think I've had enough. All of these people in their hundreds, 80s, and late 70s and stuff like that, you don't never hear about them dying in some kind of violent way, or they had some kind of debilitating disease, or no. They sick of this shit. They sick of living in this world that we have created. They are sick of us. They are our elders. So they are in turn like our parents. So what your mom and your daddy always, look, I'm about tired of y'all running up and down this hallway. I done had enough of that. They tired. We getting on their nerves. We done got on their last nerves. Us as a society and our elders in their late 70s, 80s, 90s, and 100s, man, we are all their children. They look at us as children. And all of us have gotten on these folks' last damn nerve. They don't go meet the Father because they coughing up blood. They lay down and say, I done been tired. Look, they'll say this. Make sure you get your brother over here. I want to see your brother before anything happens. Y'all, somebody go get your brother. Somebody go get your cousin or your uncle. Tell them come on in here and visit me. I ain't going to do nothing till I see Earl, or I see Bubba, or I see Jane, or I see Jim. Make sure y'all go tell them I said, come on, bring theyself on. Soon as that loved one get there to see them, they gone. If they don't leave right then, they might wait a day. Oh, it's good to see you. I'm so glad I get to see you. Well, that's it for me. And I've heard countless stories. Hell, I've witnessed countless stories of people coming in that hospital waiting on that last loved one to show up from New York, California, Alaska, or something, in the military. They wait in that hospital bed, and I'm serving them, waiting till that last family member get there. After they get there, DNR, there's nothing we can do. I'll be putting them in a bag tomorrow or tonight. Those elders was able to live this long because they wasn't surrounded by all this toxic living. They did everything themselves. Let me throw one more at you. This is why I'm talking so deeply about AI in the world that we're moving at full speed towards. Be honest with me. Be honest with me. You know, when I was growing up, I knew a lot of, I ain't gonna say a lot of people. I knew a few people that could not read or write. How many people knew somebody, even if it was yourself, that could not read or write? I had several friends that literally could not read on no level, like not even a kindergarten level, or write their own name. I lived around several people like that. Now I'm going to take you one further. A lot of our elders never learned how to read or write. It's a reason I'm telling you this. A lot of our elders never learned to read or write, but was very successful. Not necessarily financially all the time, but these people went through a world and an era and they didn't need or want for nothing. When those people left this earth, they owned their own house, they owned their own car, they owned their own everything, and they was able to leave your ass some money in their will. But nobody could read or write. It's the reason I'm saying this. That just gives you an inside track in how mild and gentle the world was. As long as you can do for yourself with the power of your back and your hands, and you got doggone cognitive skills where you can problem solve, you don't need to know the king's language, right? You can plant this garden. You don't need to know how to read it. You know how to smell. You got all your senses. You know when it's about to rain. You know what season it is. You know when the sun about to come out. You know when the seasons is. You know how hot it is. You got your God-given gifts is what got everybody by when they couldn't read or write, when in this world you really couldn't perform or achieve anything without reading or writing. Okay? Fast forward. 2025. What on God's green earth do you think you can accomplish if you cannot read or write? The world has become so complicated that if you don't got the latest iPhone, you will be behind. If you don't have the latest Android, you will be left behind. Technology is moving so fast, you can't accomplish anything without reading and writing. The point I'm making is that's how complicated the world has become, where we are relying on the technology. We're not using the technology to help us do anything. We are solely, helplessly relying on the technology now. We are crippled without the technology. The technology now has become a crutch. The technology now has become an artificial appendage because nobody in here can remember their phone number. How many people used to remember everybody in your whole family, friends, and school, and everything you're supposed to be doing, your job, your little after-school job? Remember all them phone numbers and addresses in here on a dime. I got to run to the payphone, wherever it is, close the booth, remember to have enough change to put in the payphone, and then please deposit 25 cents. Hello? Hey, what's up, man? Hey, I'm on my way. Y'all don't leave me. Yeah, I'm on Main and 5th. Give me 15. Give me 15 minutes. I'll be there. All right. Yeah, I'm walking. All right, peace. If you go to jail, you get in trouble, or you end up in a situation, an accident, and that police say, do you have any ID? Where's your family? 537-1584. Sir, I think he's giving us a phone number. 537-1584. There was no cell phones for the police to pick up and find out who you are. or who's the next of kin, you had to hold on to a little bit of life. If somebody blamed on you, you had to hang on to a little bit of life. At least it was Robbie. You better stick around a little longer. We were stronger back then. You get shot up, but you hold on to your blood holes till the police get there. What happened here? It was a red car, license plate 197ZIF. It went east. Do you remember the TV shows back in the day? Now you look at them and it was like, man, that's corny as hell. No, you better put some fingers in your bullet holes till the police come there. Be like, oh, wasn't too many unsolved mysteries. Unsolved mystery shit don't start till you get to about the 80s and the 90s. No. Because oh my God, they shot me up. Hold on, the police coming. You take some of your blood and write a phone number and a license plate number with your blood on the concrete. We was built different, man. Oh, sir, I think I found something. License plate LZ91-3Z, going east, green sedan, broken window in the back, white male, long hair. Damn, how much blood did he have? Blue jeans, light shirt, stabbed with kitchen knife. He wrote all of that in his blood. Yeah, hey. We was built different back then. Wasn't no detectives and stuff. Wasn't no DNA analysis stuff. No. Before you die, you had to think with your last breath. Don't be yelling for your mommy. No, hold on. Shit. You know, you had to be a little bit tougher than that. I'm sorry, I got off on a tangent. But my whole point was, this new world and this new age that we are coming into is like nothing that we've ever had to deal with before. Because even though we have made technological advances over the years, over the last 100 to 200 years, it has never been all compiled on us so fast, so much, so furious, where one time one piece of technology come out, we got flat screen TVs, we got Blu-ray DVD players. Next thing you know, we got streaming. Now you got cable vision. Ain't no cable. Now you got streaming networks, Netflix, Hulu, Disney Channel. Now you don't gotta need none of this stuff. The next thing they gonna do is they gonna put something in here. And we got people dumb enough that's going to accept them being able to plant something right in here. You know why I say that? Because people are starting to get tired of doing this and carrying this around. Look how dumb this fad is. Look how dumb this fad is. You carrying this phone around, this big, heavy, flat phone, trying with all of your information and lifetime data in it, and you're trying with all your might and soul for it not to get stolen, and you're trying all with your might and soul not to drop it. It's heavy. You don't have anywhere to put it. All the accessories cost just as much as the damn phone did. And people are getting tired of carrying this to the point now they got goggles. People walking around with glasses on that you can see this screen. The next step that they're going to do that's a good thumbnail. I'm going to change the thumbnail to that. That way, every time you get a phone call, you do this. Hello? Yeah, I'm here. All right. I'll be over there in a minute. All right. Bye. Every time you want to scroll and scroll and stream videos, in a minute, right now, in this era, we doing this. Look what AI done to us. Look. We doing this all day. Your eyes ain't on the road. I was driving the other day and I seen a man driving down the highway like this. No hands on the steering wheel. And he's like this. Look this is the windshield. The whole time I'm next to him, I said, let me stop and slow down a little bit. Get away from this dude. Swerving all in the highway. Right? The next step, we're going to be seeing people doing like this, swiping. Swiping down. Look. While they busy doing something else, behind their eyeballs, they going to be looking at Lead Farmer 73 video. See how I gave that shameless plug? Just like that. And we got people these days that's so simple that they think, yeah, man, that's cool. I'm getting me one of them. Yeah, man, I got my, look, y'all, look. Man, look, man, I done messed around and got my chip. Once I got my chip, dog, you know what I did? Man, I had like a little tattoo put around it. They got these little things that you can like have, what is that called when y'all girls put that little paint on your hands? Domino. Hey, man. What's that stuff called, that little paint y'all put on y'all fingers? I keep wanting to call it Domino or something like that. The henna. You want, man, I had my chip henna. Look how dope that look. Oh, man, that's dope. I want to have my henna. And I figured it out. Thanks. Yes, I did call you this time. You ain't crazy.
All right.
Yep. Not this time. Yeah, man, I'm going to have my... Look. I had my chip put in like Tupac. Baby. Nope, that's the wrong one. Holla if you hear me. I had my chip put in like Tupac, bro. You know what I'm saying? I just be doing like this to scroll on fools. That's how stupid we are. That's where we're going. And people gonna think it's cool. Cause they gonna have some kind of Sprite commercial or McDonald's commercial making it cool. And the commercial gonna be fake, made by AI. Yeah, Henny, Ivory. So, I'm sorry to bore y'all. But I just wanted to come in here and give you something to think about. Everybody was so hype on this AI. That used to trip me out. I used to see people happy about that AI. And I'm like, man, I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling it. Yeah, but it's going to, see, listen to this, y'all. This is where they got us. You want to hear how they put some sugar in our shit and made us eat it. I'm gonna tell you how they did it. Close your eyes, it's a blind taste test. Tell me what this doo-doo tastes like. They didn't tell you. They sprinkled so much sugar and corn syrup in it, you didn't know you was eating doo-doo, baby. So listen to this. This is how they started out with this AI, artificial intelligence, robotics, stem cell research, all of this stuff that they kept coming out with. They tried to make us feel good about it first. You got to make people love it first before you kill them with it. Right? So what do? They show you real videos of technological advances for these AI and robotic chips. They go in people's brain. Let me get my Tupac thing back. They go in people's brain. Oh no, that's my Kevin Gates. Wait, let me put my Kevin Gates on. My Kevin Gates. I got 2 phones. And they said when we put this chip on him, it brought back his eyesight. Man, I've been blind. I'm sorry. I can't. I'm sorry. I've been legally blind for all my life. I was legally blind, and they put this Kevin Gates chip under my eye, and I can see, Lordy, I can see. Then all me and you be like, oh man, that's dope. What? Oh heck yeah, man. Man, hey, you know, your mama got that cock-ass eye. I wonder if they put that chip under her eye, will it straighten out? I don't know. I'm just saying, man, we need to look into that. You know? It make your wheels turn. Then they say stuff like this. This man was an amputee. He was an amputee. And then with the latest technological advances in AI and stem cell research, we got this man a robotic arm, and this man, he doing stuff like, he breaking glasses with his hand, doing this stuff. We like, oh my God, man, that's dope. Now people ain't got to be amputees no more, and they don't need wheelchairs. They can walk around like they always used to, like the rest of us. That's wonderful. That's magnificent, right? So we all start donating towards this stuff. They say, listen, hey, please donate to our funding to help all the amputees and all our veterans that have been amputees through war, so they can get their limbs back and get their lives back and their livelihood back. And we donate billions of dollars into this research, robotics, AI, stem cell. Next thing you know, I don't see too many veterans or anybody else walking around freaking anywhere with these robotic arms. Do you? I want you to prove me wrong. I'm not. If there is people walking around with these things, let me know. Correct me. Because I don't want to sound stupid. But damn it, I'm everywhere all day, every day. And I have yet to see one of them things I keep seeing on TV. They start arm wrestling people and stuff. Have y'all seen any? Because when I seen them on TV years and years ago, that's dope. They should be all over the place. You should have been able to use your EBT card to get you one of them arms. It should have been, if them arms was working like that and that good, you know, the government should have gave you some kind of stipend so you can go pick you up an arm or a leg by now. Because way back 10 years ago when I was seeing them, I was like, yeah, them is ready. Them is ready for the market. Has anybody had any? Have you seen somebody with them? Nah. Because they was taking that donation money and those grants and investing in this stuff they doing now. The AI takeover. Not to help humanity. You know my face greasy. I can keep sticking that piece of metal on there. They're not trying to help humanity. They're not trying to help amputees. They're not trying to help people walk again. They're not trying to help people see again. And by them implants on their head so they can see and stuff. Nothing. They're using those donations to make AI control us. I was never one of those people. I was always skeptical because I was like, man, that robotic arm, that sure is dope. But did they have to make that arm so damn strong? I'm just saying. That see, I don't just think like everybody else, man. I'm always on another stream by myself, right? My thinking pattern. I know my wife say you always negative, cause negative shit be happening. I leave the positive stuff to y'all, okay? But I'm always thinking negative because this is a negative world, and I need to look at the negative part of stuff to analyze it. While you're analyzing the positivity in it, let people like me analyze the negative part. Okay? So while it was a great accomplishment, great achievement that robotic arm was doing all this and stuff, right? Oh man, that's dope. You got all the full movement and power of your arm. But I was thinking, why did y'all make that arm be able to do this? You know? Wait a minute. You made the dude a robotic arm. Now, what do you do for a living, sir? I am a cashier at Publix grocery store. Okay. You a cashier at Publix grocery store. That's your career. And they gave you a robotic arm with the squeezing force of the jaws of an alligator. You got a 200-pound square of pressure hand where you can grab a metal beer keg and crush it like a grape. I know they're trying to help everybody, get back into the swing of things in society and stuff, and they've been missing their arms and their legs and whatnot. But I don't believe, I don't believe that a cashier working at grocery stores needed the hand-crushing force of a hippopotamus mouth. What you need that for? Did they give you bionics? Like, dude, the most you're gonna be doing with that hand is shaking people's hand, and typing on your iPad and wiping your butthole. You do not need this to have the crushing pressure of a hippopotamus mouth. You don't. Why did they do that? That's 100% unnecessary, okay? So my negative way of thinking is, man, that's dope. I'm glad they gave you an arm. Hallelujah. But why did they make it so damn strong? You an average Joe. You don't even work in a factory. You know what I'm saying? You can crush metal lead pipes with your hand. I'm a negative thinker. I need to think this way. Because if you don't think this way sometime, you never get a chance to see what's on an evil man, the evil corporation's mind. You always looking at the good and the outcome of it. But I need to know, why did you do it? Why did you make him stronger than Superman with that arm? So that's how they got us started. They put the bottle in our mouth, telling us this is so people can see again, so people can use their hands again, so people can walk again. And we was all for it, and we fell for it. And I have not seen one robotic man since I've been alive. I have yet to see one robotic man or woman since I've been alive. Ladies say, I lost my leg. Look. I lost my legs and one of my arms in an accident. I don't see nobody like that walk around with no RoboCop stuff. We should see a whole bunch of RoboCop people. We don't. It's been a long time. We should at least see one or two every blue moon, a RoboCop person. We don't. Because all that money went into research for AI. The same AI that's going to take your doggo job. Right? And I'm going to tell you how I can prove my point. Ozempic, you know. Have your doctor prescribe you Ozempic today. If you have type 2 diabetes, which nobody does that uses Ozempic, ask your doctor to try a sample of Ozempic today. Ozempic, you know. When everybody found out that them fat burning drugs actually work and to burn the fat off your body like a smoked pig at a pickup truck barbecue, everybody is taking Ozempic. Nobody asks questions. Oh my God, it burned the fat off me without doing stuff. Ozempic. Okay. But now, research is showing the same people that's taking Ozempic, now you gotta take Cialis because your meat and potatoes stops working. See how that works? So now you hooked on Ozempic and you gotta cut it with Cialis. And what you think all this is doing to your heart? And nobody got diabetes that's using it. All the side effects on that stuff. My point of this saying that everybody will have no problem getting the doggone chip on them is because all you have to do is show a couple of goofy kids how cool it is to be on your phone inside your brains. Show a couple of dumbass entertainers how stupid this is. I mean, how cool this is. And they might be a rap star, pop star, one of your favorite actors or actresses, somebody famous. And then you will see them in their video like, yeah, you see me talking to my girl. Next thing you know, all the rest of the dumb kids is walking around with one of these on the side of their head. Looking at movies and videos inside their brain movies. Inside their brain movies. Yeah. You know? Hey, creative growth, give it a rest, okay? Give it a rest. Please. So yeah. I'm serious, you know? It won't take nothing for that to happen. And next thing you know how when you on your cell phone, you can't get a signal. This how dumb we are. On your cell phone, you lose signal, right? You gotta go back to Verizon and give them your phone and see what's wrong with your phone. Reprogram or reset your phone. When people start getting that chip on the side of their head or inside of their head, we gonna be going to Verizon and like, man, my eye won't stop twitching, man. I don't know what's going on. I keep seeing Scooby-Doo in this eye. In this eye, I'm watching Maxwell Smart. Please help me. I had to catch an Uber over here because I couldn't even drive, man, because I'm watching Scooby-Doo and Maxwell Smart, and my eyes is crossing. And This is the last line right here, the cell phone. This is the last thing that me and you are going to see before it goes inside our body. This, our cell phones, is about to be as obsolete as a Miami Vice cell phone. Our cell phones, I don't care how slick they are, is about to be as obsolete as a Miami Vice cell phone. Think about it. I used to have a cell phone that came, perfect. I used to have a cell phone inside of a bag just like this. And when I wanted to call somebody, and it costed me something like $1 a minute, $1.50 a minute or something like that. As soon as you connect, you had to do this. You want to call your mama, open your bag up. You pull it out, that bag. Hello? Ma? You still got the kids over to your house? Okay, I just got off work. I'm about to come over there and pick them up. Where am I calling you from? From my cell phone. Remember that one I bought? Yeah. It's called a cellular phone, Ma. I don't know why they call it cellular, but it's a phone. No, you don't have to attach it to anything. Ma, I'm on my way. I'm coming to get the kids right now. I'll show it to you when I get there. Yes, I will grab you some bread and some milk. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, I got enough money. No, you ain't got to pay me back when I get there. Okay, Mama, you charging me. I'm about to be like $7 already. All right, I got to go. All right. That is how obsolete our little cell phones is about to be right now. With AI here and this technology now, Star Trek is not about to be a movie anymore. You're going to be up in the middle of the night in your bed scrolling like this. Laughing for no reason. Look at it. Look at that. Oh, man, that dude be cracking me up. Oh, Shuler King. Boy, Shuler King, boy, that boy cracked me up. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Look at this meme. Look at this boy. Look at this boy. Can you imagine that? You know how we be scrolling in the bed, your arm, all the blood done left up out of your hand, and your hands and fingers is numb because you've been scrolling since 2 in the morning and now it's 3:30 and you doing this? Giggling to your damn self with all this light blaring in your eyes, helping you stay woke even longer? We gonna look even stupider when that come out. Because we just gonna be standing there. Nobody can see nothing. We just gonna be on the bus. Oh man, that's crazy. Oh. That's my jump. Dumb as hell. That's where we are. I got 2 phones. Guava, y'all. I don't want to keep you. Just do me a favor. Number 1, happy Friday to everybody. Hope I put something on your mind. And do me a favor. Try to break free before everybody can take over and control you. Try to break free. Get you some land and try to do the best you can with keeping the debt down. Get you some land, and whatever you put on that land, try to pay cash so nobody can come take it from you. That's all I can say. Because when all the music I'm hearing on the radio is from AI, how many artists did that put out of business, put out of work? Streaming already put a lot of artists out of work. And here we are. If y'all not ready for the reality of today, this is not the channel for you. Cause I'm gonna spit it like I see it, and everything I'm saying I can prove it. I send you straight to the spot where I got the information from. All I'm doing is regurgitating information that's been given to us and shown to us as we live and breathe. I'm not making any of this stuff up. I don't care how crazy it sounds or how crazy it looks. All right? With that being said, everybody, enjoy your night. I'll see y'all tomorrow. All right? Leah Farmer 73. I love you, and I'm out. Peace.